I want to comment about the allegedly homophobic murder of Jonathan Joss in San Antonio, Texas. He was a voice actor on series such as King of the Hill. According to law enforcement in San Antonio, despite online claims of this being a hate crime, currently the investigation has found no evidence to indicate that the Mr. Joss's murder was related to his sexual orientation. I encourage you to question the results of that investigation should they continue to find insufficient evidence in the face of Jonathan Joss's husband's narrative, which is that they were returning to their former residence after it was burned down following years of allegedly homophobic threats to burn their house down, which were reported to law enforcement, which allegedly refused to act. I want to call your attention to the fact that law enforcement has considerable discretion about whether or not to enforce protective laws and civil rights, particularly of vulnerable and marginalized individuals. And that a good example of this is red flag laws, where someone who is credibly found to be a risk to themselves or others can have their firearms removed through a court process in order to protect their potential victims. Those laws, although existing in almost all states, are almost never enforced. And therefore, in supposed reverence to the Second Amendment, law enforcement chooses not to enforce the law, sometimes declaring their jurisdiction a gun sanctuary area. I expect this kind of violence to continue, and I expect investigations to be insufficient and not remotely impartial due to conflicts of interest such as this, which could find a lack of due diligence and negligence that resulted in murder. So please question this investigation. Please be very skeptical of any narratives coming out of the police department and look for the perspectives of the victims and any evidence suggesting a history of violent threats which appear to have preceded this heinous, disgusting, and sadistic act.